Alright, here's another round of questions I get asked constantly. Never ask me these questions ever again. What is your favorite type of character to voice? I mean, I just like working, man. But, I guess, at a basic level, I enjoy characters that are very far away from myself. Like, very different from me. Because I feel like I can, transport myself into a new type of character. Like, immerse myself more. But I like playing all types of characters. How much do you get to ad-lib when you do voiceover? I mean, you're not discouraged from ad-libbing. I don't do a ton of it because I don't ever want to come across as like, let me make this dialogue funnier for you guys. Sometimes they will ask you to ad-lib something. And if I ever have an idea that I think, oh, this could actually be really funny, I will do it. Basically, you are free to ad-lib, but that doesn't mean they're going to use whatever you do. Although I will say for Craig of the Creek, the Blur, I actually did ad-lib a lot, and I think all of it stayed in. Now that I'm remembering, they asked for ad-libs on that show. So, yeah, it really depends on the project. I don't do it a ton, but if I'm asked to do it, I'm happy to do it. Will you be on Trash Taste? Okay. If it's safe to go to Japan again, and our schedules line up, and they want me on, yes, I will be on Trash Taste. Please stop fucking asking me this on Twitch. I will be on it. If they want me on it and our schedules line up, I would be happy to be on it. Stop asking me this. What is your favorite line you've recorded, or most memorable line you've recorded, or strangest line you've recorded? What's the blank line you've recorded? It's really hard, at least for me, to remember specific lines. Oftentimes when I'm thinking back on a character I've done, I'm usually thinking about like their overall journey, maybe like certain parts, certain scenes. But with lines, we're usually doing like sometimes, hundreds of lines, right? So a line that might stick out to a player or a viewer, for me, is just one of the lines that I recorded during a 4-hour, 5-hour session. So it's really difficult whenever I get asked this, because I also haven't played or seen a lot of the stuff I'm in. I've seen some of the stuff I'm in, but even then not a ton. So it's really hard to remember specific lines. I don't know. I think a lot of actors feel this way too, just because it's like I don't remember. Also, the fact that we record these sometimes like a year or two ago, like it's like, yeah, I recorded that 2 years ago and I had 8 sessions and that was in the second session, and I don't remember a specific line. Usually you're just kind of like in the moment and just focusing on each line as it comes. Can I make a game using the King Dragon characters or the Cherry Anime characters? I get asked this a lot, and it's really like I can't. If you're gonna sell this, I can't say yes, because I'm not gonna let someone just have free reign over something that I made. If it's like a fan thing, like you're just making it for fun, go for it. Fan art, fan games, fan stuff, feel free. No permission necessary. Have fun. If you're not making any money off of it. If you want to make a game that you're going to sell primarily using those characters, I unfortunately cannot give you permission. Like, references are fine or whatever, but otherwise, no. Will you have kids? Weirdly personal question that I get asked, I think not a ton, but more than I feel like is warranted. But I am open to it, but I also feel like I just can't imagine myself having kids right now. So I don't know. I think, well, I do want kids, or at least I'm interested in having kids. It just feels so far off. So I don't know. We'll see. How did you and Jay meet? We've talked about this on the Let's Play channel, which if you don't know, I have a Let's Play channel, link down there. ProZD Plays Games. Or we talked about it on the podcast or whatever, but long story short, I thought I met Jay through mutual friends. We first met at like a group dinner, and then like I got to know him at a board game night at a friend's, and then he gave me a ride, and we kind of got to know each other. And then also like Anne Marie and Jay had been like hanging out a little bit. So I just slowly got to know him that way through mutual friends. But little did I know that sneaky son of a bitch had met me at a con Or not, oh, he met me twice before, but was too embarrassed to tell me. Once at a con, we took a photo together, and then another time at the Crunchyroll Awards, we took another photo together. I don't remember any of this. And he didn't tell me any of this until way later, and he was very embarrassed, and I, of course, made fun of him. And he's editing this, so don't you dare try to defend yourself or change the narrative, you weirdo. But yeah, basically Jay's a big giant creep. What do you do with the extra food from the Let's Try videos? Similar to the board games, I give away stuff I don't want. I also set out a lot of it on like the counter, and so when we have board game nights, it's just free snacks. Like, people are usually snacking on whatever I set out there. And if it's something really unpopular, then I have to go, okay, what do people want? I also eat some of it. Like, you know, if I like the snack, I will eat it. If it's something I don't like, I give it away to people or give it to board game night. What's your least favorite voiceover job you've done? This is such a weird question because unless the job was like abusive or had some controversy, then I think it'd be fine to share it, because then it's like, hey, we need to, you know, warn about these clients. But I've been pretty lucky in that I haven't had that kind of experience. So then you're just asking me to shit talk a client. And it's like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, even if the job wasn't ideal, and I'm not saying every voiceover job was fantastic that I've done, but the majority of them have been. And it's very unprofessional, I feel, to be like, this one sucked, because it's like, great, they're not gonna hire you again. If I ever had any complaints about something, I would probably just tell them directly, you know, versus just, let me just tell it to a stranger online and let it turn into gossip or something. So, my least favorite voiceover job, you'll never know. What would be your ideal final meal? Easy answer. For me, it would be a big plate of my mom's homemade kalbi, or Korean short ribs, and rice. Just give me a big pile of that and rice, and just, I'm a happy man. That's all I'll need. All right. Those are questions I get asked all the time. Never ask me any of these questions again. Okay, bye.